the hilarious thing about this Fix the Court situation is that they were funded, seed money from Arabella and whatnot. Late last year, I emailed this organization to request their tax forms because I noticed that they only filed something called a Form 990N, which is for groups that if you don't take a significant amount of money, this is what you file. It's not a full Form 990 for nonprofits. It's like for less if you're not as large of an organization. But that didn't add up because they, some of these lefty nonprofits disclose giving them a lot of money. So
the money's going in and they're not reporting.
So the group, their director, Gabe Roth, totally panicked, emailed me cursing and was like I forgot to file my tax forms, and immediately filed his tax forms with the IRS and emailed them to me. But the tax forms he sent, he by mistake had sent his Schedule B donors, which he's not required to do.
He doesn't have to send that to the IRS. He sent it to you, the person hey,
right,
you filed the wrong form, and he gave you the whole kit and caboodle, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Charities have to disclose their donors to the IRS. They don't have to do it to us. Now, that being said, he disclosed us those donors, which included New Venture Fund and William and Hewlett Foundation, left-wing groups. But we could have gleaned those from the other
from their
groups.
own filings.
But the hilarious thing was Gabe Roth had a total meltdown, was freaking out. We got on the phone. He told me he was all on the record. He was basically saying that he's going to lose his job. No one's ever going to hire him again. No one's ever going to give him money again. And we published a story. It was Supreme Court transparency director panics over leaking donors. I just effed up. But the whole ironic nature of this was this is an organization that purports to care significantly about transparency, and meanwhile he was having a panic attack about sending me his donors. And adding to the irony of this situation, we found that on their Fix the Court's website, they engaged in a lot of advocacy that tax experts said would constitute potential grassroots lobbying under federal rules. But they didn't disclose that on tax forms.
Ooh.
So then an IRS complaint was lodged against that organization, and they later amended their tax forms after we covered that.
All because you asked a question.
But they care a lot about transparency.